Howdy folks, today is a excuse me, today is a Thursday morning for me, and I'm going to start this shave out a little bit different. Matter of fact, the whole thing's different. I already put a hot towel to the face today, and thought I would do this video in the next few videos in case somebody, I know how it is, people are busy, you don't always get to watch all the videos that you like to watch. So check my links out down below. I have one in particular for Kai's YouTube video, and he's a gentleman wet shaver that he has reached 100 subscribers on his YouTube channel, and he's having a giveaway. And this is to, I guess you might say, help bring attention to his YouTube channel if you haven't seen it. Like I said, the link is down below. And the giveaway is, I guess you might say, a little bit different than what a person might be used to seeing. It's bringing spotlight to Wild West Shaving Company. This one here is the 2017 Christmas scent. And this scent, if I can read it, it says fir, pine, peppermint, apple, cranberry, vanilla, blackcurrant, and bourbon, clove, cedar, and some spices. Now, as you can tell, this comes in about a 2-ounce container, and it is filled to the top, like that right there. And Russell's soaps are known to be, I guess you may say, pretty sturdy on the scent. Now, that is where he's going with his giveaway. Is go visit Russell's website. And I have that link down below. Look at all the scents that he has and figure out which one you like. Follow the instructions on Kai's YouTube video. And I think, if I remember right, he said he's going to leave it open for about a week. So you might want to pay attention to all that sort of thing. So as it goes for what all that you, if you're not familiar with Wild West Shaving, here's another example of Wild West Shavings soap. And this one here is that was Teddy, and that one's lime, coconut, and tequila. And this is a really nice scent. I like it. I like all of them, especially all the ones I have. This is one of my personal favorites. Really like this one. This one's Black Bark. This is one of the first ones that Russell came out with, and this is licorice, black licorice at that, and cedarwood. Really like this one. This is in my opinion, a very unique scent, especially in my den. This is the only licorice one I have so far. Plan on getting another one. Here's definitely one of my personal favorite ones. Here is, this is a Chisholm Trail, and this one here has a scent of wood, smoky campfires, and saddle leather. I like that one. There's a lot of reasons why. I've got it whipped up here in an Old Spice mug here, and this brush is a Raven Brushworks brush. Russell makes these, and got it whipped up here with one of his brushes. And it is a little on the wet side, and nice and creamy. On top of that, I've got my alum block with rubber band over here from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. There it is. There's the rubber band, and yeah, it's getting pretty small. Got Thayer's Witch Hazel with aloe, and I'm going to follow this particular shave with Holiday Sparkle from Yulay. And I have finished up my bottle of beard oil from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, and I am now using Clubman beard oil. There it is. Just in case somebody's keeping up with that. I have emptied out the bottle. There's a big difference in between the size of these two bottles. Clubman's only 1 ounce, and Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements was 2 ounces. So yeah, I should go through the Clubman a lot quicker than what I did the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. And also, in case you didn't catch that from the picture, I am going to attempt to shave with a straight razor because that's what Kai usually shaves with. And this one here is the gold dollar. If I remember right, it's a W59. I think it's a 59. Anyways, this is a gold dollar from Strike Gold Shave. And made this decision late, so my prep is, how can you say, not quite on par like I'd like for it to be. I have a damp cloth over here on the counter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe the shaving cream off on my damp towel. And we're going to go ahead and try and get started with this. I did strop it, so hopefully I didn't round the edge, and that's one of my problems with straight razors. And it's been 3 months maybe since I shaved with a straight razor, so we'll see how this one goes. As it goes for gold dollars, this one is a bit different than, how can you say, the majority of the gold dollars, besides the shape and really nice scales. But the difference is this one here, this is, it's not carbon steel but stainless steel. There we go. So in my opinion, the shave feel is different. At least for me it is. And Frank did say that these aren't the most fun to hone, and Anthony Esposito, he mentioned it too, back when he found out that they were coming out with these, and honed one up, and he said it wasn't a whole lot of fun. When it comes to straight razors, I am not the most knowledgeable, and back when I first started wet shaving in 2015, that was one of the things I was looking into was straight razors and wet shaving products. And boy howdy, there was a gold dollar there, and I cannot remember what the model number was, but it was a stainless steel. And I was always left with the impression that this was supposed to keep the edge longer, supposedly. Really couldn't say one way or the other. In other words, if you're wondering the difference between carbon steel and stainless steel when it comes to straight razors. Even though I did whip this up on the wet side, I think it's a little bit drier than what I normally would whip this up with. Definitely a fun shave. This has been looking at trying to figure out when I was going to do a straight shave, because I was also kind of concerned that I'd get started with the straight razor shave, and didn't want to try to do the whole week like that. As it goes for where you put your fingers, it's wherever works best for you. That's where you should put them. Some people hold it just like that. Sometimes I put 2 fingers in front of the scale. Sometimes, in other words, I got 3 behind, 1 in front. It just depends on how it feels. And I think it has to do with how this is made. Sometimes it feels more comfortable like this, and then sometimes I'll try it like this. And to me, right now, it feels more comfortable like that for right now. Like I say, I don't shave with it enough to be very proficient at it, but I do like to dabble in it every once in a while. I have to say this one here as it goes based on looks, is one of my, guess you might say, prized possessions and how it looks, because it does look very custom. Got the points at the toe with the heel. So far that hasn't been an issue for me. If the jawline happens to be a little bit of an issue for you, what you could do, as well as right here on the Adam's apple, if you haven't seen those kind of shaves before, they will pull the skin up to get it off the jawline. Same thing on the Adam's apple, just pull your skin one way or the other. That might work better for you, even on a DE shave if it's an issue and you not near as rounded as I am on the jawline and the Adam's apple. That might be something to consider. Now there's more than one way of getting the shave in without nicking yourself in some known problem areas. I don't necessarily have any hollows, places like over here and here. If you're really got pronounced jawline, I don't have that issue. But that would be one way to try to handle it, is just moving your skin around if you can. Trying to get something in my eye. Usually, just like with a shave, I usually just do a 2-pass shave. For me, that's going to work just fine for me today. Get a socially acceptable shave. We have a meeting, joy, downtown, the downtown office. I don't work in the downtown office. So, excitement, you know, getting ready for the big meeting downtown. Usually we call it the Ivory Tower. My kind of work, I work closer to guys in the field than I do anywhere else, because the jobs I work up are for the guys in the field. Lather works up just fine. Really nice brush. I like this the snot that he's got in this one here. Not only does the color, in other words, it's a synthetic horsehair, but it just I just like that color, especially with the brush handle. Looks good to me. Alright, we'll get ready for the against the grain pass here. So far, so good. Not doing too bad. This razor is sharp. So if you're new to shaving with a straight razor, with one like this, you definitely want to, you can have whoever you get it from, especially Frank, you can ask him to go ahead and mute the toe and the heel if that sort of thing is bothering you. Otherwise, you definitely want to be mindful of the toe and the heel, because those points are sharp, very sharp. That is one thing for me, if you're kind of wondering. My eyes are the first thing in the morning. Sometimes they don't always want to focus, and does make it a bit of a challenge on a straight razor shave when you're trying to use that heel outline of the goatee area. Sometimes it's a bit of a challenge. me, I'm an early riser. My alarm goes off at 4 in the morning, so yeah, it is. Does take a moment sometimes for the eyes to focus at that time of the morning. I am pretty careful right around that area because it's not too bad right now, but every once in a while I'll get a bump down there and I'll end up shaving it off. It'll bleed everywhere. But so far it's staying down. I guess maybe I cut it off one too many times. It just happens every so often. I think that just about got it right there. Double check and make sure. I sure did feel like I got pretty darn close right there. Meeting downtown, can't have a lot of whiskers, huh? But at any rate, don't forget to check that link down below. Visit Kai's YouTube channel. An opportunity to win some of this shaving soap. There are several different scents. I think I'm nearing, can't remember, I have several of Russell soaps. I'm thinking at least 20, if I remember right. Some of these I have purchased and given away at the office. There's a couple of guys that are wet shavers, and I bought some and gave some to them, especially the Chisholm Trail. Yep, I think that's going to do it. That's going to cut the mustard right there. Like I said, it's a lot like my shavette shaves. Every once in a while, I will, on a shavette shave, I'll do across the grain, perhaps on the cheeks, maybe sometimes. Not too terribly often. When I first started, boy howdy was that, I guess you might say that was one of those passes that just really kicking my butt. I cut myself, I can't take it how many times, right here, almost, just, there'd be like several of them just right there next to each other that look like one, trying to get that across the grain pass, just on my cheeks. Just every once in a while I feel the need to do that. Got a little bit of stinging right there. Went pretty smooth. For a guy that's nervous that wasn't prepared to do a straight razor shave. I didn't decide this till about 10 o'clock last night. Well, actually I decided earlier because I went out to eat with my parents. And I was, so by the time we got home with all the running around we had to do after that, it was fairly late in the evening, so I had made the decision earlier on because I had seen Kai's video. The more I got to thinking about it, the more I thought it might be a good idea just to go ahead and do a video and highlighting his YouTube channel as well as Russell soaps, and I already had other things lined up, so did a quick change. I usually try to plan my shaves out about a week in advance. So in other words, my Sunday I spend setting up the next week's shaves. That's my usual habit. So this one here is an improv, I guess you might say, compared to the rest of them. I'm going to go ahead and follow up with Yulay's aftershave. This one here has got witch hazel, does not have alcohol in it. And this is the Holiday Sparkle scent. It does have a citrus scent to it. And at a point, find out maybe when it dries down. At a point I thought I could smell something that smelled like candy to me. There's more than one obvious reason for liking Yulay's aftershaves. If you're unfamiliar with her aftershaves, Monica's aftershaves, like I said, does not contain alcohol, has witch hazel, and as well as it's got this, like this one here says, got aloe vera, witch hazel. So in other words, I'm already double dipping with the witch hazel. But you know, the rest of the ingredients, you know, it carries on. But the thing is that with the prices of aftershave nowadays, you know, getting up there dollar-wise, she's still sticking with $10 for her aftershave. At least last time I looked. I've got quite a few of her aftershaves, and at $10 compared to 20, 25, 30, whatever is going rate on some of those, this one here fits my budget a whole lot better. And plus she's got a whole hoard of scents, so you could probably pick out your favorite soap and you might be able to find an aftershave that'll come close to fitting the soap that you get from another maker like Wild West Shaving. Russell does have his aftershave to go along with it, and tomorrow I'll do another video with another straight razor. And it's probably, I think I'm going to go with Black Bart, and I've got Black Bart's aftershave licorice. I'll use it tomorrow. Having lots of fun, aren't I? All this once again is to highlight Kai's YouTube video. Wild West Shaving, got the links down below. A little bit longer than usual, 20 some odd minutes. My face feels pretty good. I didn't see any weepers, no cuts, no nicks. I did alright, I think. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe and smooth shaves to you.